Alright, hi guys and welcome to this month's shop review. Today we are going to be reviewing the shop Poured by Addy. So let's jump in and get started. Now if you want to be in with a chance of getting your shop reviewed, all you have to do is join my Facebook group. The link is in the description for that. And once you're in the group, you will see me post a post about these shop reviews, asking you to share your link. So when you see that post, I do it once a month, drop your link in there, that then enters you into the competition. And a few days after I have shared that link, I will then have a look at all of the links that have been shared and pick one shop to actually be reviewed. Now my decision for that is based purely on how much I can help the shop, how many common problems that shop has, things that I see all over the place, whether it's on Etsy, Shopify or any other platform out there. These are common problems that I see all the time. So if your store has a lot of them, then there's more chance that you are going to get picked. Now this month it was actually a really hard choice for me to choose which store to review, as all of the shops that submitted a link for me, they all had lots of common problems that I see all of the time. But I did end up choosing Poured by Addy just because the quality of these photos was a little bit lower than the other shops that I was seeing. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so we are now on the Poured by Addy homepage and we are on Etsy. So this is an Etsy store. The first thing we see here is the banner image, or should I say images. There's actually 5 images put next to each other here. I think it's great that you've done this using different images of different products that you sell, because that really does help to show off the range of products that you are selling on this site. However, when I do look at these pictures, it's actually really quite hard to see the products, especially these earrings in the middle here. They are exactly the same color as the grass, and they're just blending in. So make sure that you're having backgrounds that your product doesn't blend into. Then we have the lighter here. Now I can actually tell that it is a lighter, but just the composition of the shot is not really that great. It's cropping off a little bit of the lighter up the top here. And you can see it, but you can't clearly see the design. It looks a little bit messy, okay? So just think about these things. Think about how you're laying things out in your picture to really actually show off the product in the best light. Then again, this one to the left here, maybe these are wax melts. I'm not really sure. All I can see is a jar with something red inside it and a label that I can't read. And I'm looking at this on a reasonably big screen as well. And then we come over to the 2 jars on the right side here. This one with the blue leaves in it, they're kind of wonky. The jar's on an angle which just doesn't look natural. It doesn't look right. Something looks wrong about the image just because of the way that, again, the product is laid out. And again, we've got a jar with something pink in it. Again, I'm assuming it's a candle just by the name of your shop, but I can't really tell that that's a candle in there. It could be a nice pink smoothie or something. I'm not really sure. So with these 5 photos here, really need to get clear on actually showing off the product. Think about the background that you're using. I see a lot of sort of natural things. It looks like a lot of these pictures were taken in your garden. which is fine, but you really want to be using the same background for every single photo if you can. And if you want to add in that natural element showing that these are eco-friendly or that they are using natural products and nothing processed, then there's other ways to do that, such as showing the ingredients of your product. So say you have a lavender scented candle, doing a picture of the candle on a white background with just a sprig of lavender laying next to it. Things like that can still bring in the natural effect that you're trying to share in your image without going over the top and without causing a distraction in the image, which a lot of the backgrounds here are doing. Okay, so let's have a scroll down. Let's have a look at some of these listings here. Okay, so I'm seeing another lighter. We've got an incense stick holder, a bookmark, coasters, I think maybe they are, and a few earrings here. Now let's actually have a look at these earrings. With these earrings, what I'm seeing is that the picture has been centered so that actually most part of the earring has been cropped off. Okay, you can't actually see the part of the earring that people are actually going to be looking at. And if I keep scrolling down, yeah, again, things aren't necessarily being centered for the thumbnail shots as clearly as maybe they should be. So let's actually click on one of these listings and go and have a look at the inside of the listing. Okay, so this is obviously the picture which was used as a thumbnail, and what it's done is just crop to the middle section. So you need to be cropping your photos for the thumbnail and making sure that they're the right dimensions. And if you crop them yourselves, you could have maybe cropped across here and got the whole of the earring in rather than cropping off the bottom of that toadstool. So just keep that in mind. Then looking at this, the thing I am seeing is it's actually kind of hard to see your earrings with the background here. Now it's good to have the little stand here in at least one of the pictures, because that really does show the packaging and how the product is going to come out. But it is a little bit distracting having part of it on white and part of it on a darker background. So just be careful with that. And I'm noticing, looking at the thumbnails here, that yeah, all your pictures are still with the product on that. And you've literally just taken pictures from different angles, which is fine, but it doesn't show much difference to your product. So you probably only need one or two of these photos, and then add in a few different photos as well, such as taking them out of the packaging and having them just sitting on a plain background. Something like this I would probably put on a darker background. That would actually then help to show out the detail of the toadstools because it's clear. So maybe you want to look into using a darker background for a lot of your pictures. Then also you can maybe get a model and actually have the earrings hanging in someone's ear. You don't have to have the person's face in the picture. All you have to do is just capture the ear and the neck, enough of that to actually show off the earring. So that's pretty much everything I want to share at this stage. I'll leave the review here for today. So that's the end of this review. I hope that you have all found it useful. If you do have any more comments or any suggestions on how this shop can be improved, please do drop them in the comments below. I'm sure that Poured by Addy would love to hear your comments about the shop as well. If you want to learn more about product photography and how to implement some of the tips that I've been sharing here, then please book in for a free photo review session with me. This is a 30-minute Zoom call where we can talk one-on-one about your photos and have a look at a couple of photos and talk about setting up a strategy or a system to actually improve your photos in the long term. If you would like to have your shop reviewed, don't forget to go and join my Facebook group. Again, the link is in the description for that. If you do want to purchase any of these products that you have seen on Poured by Addy, the link is in the description to do that as well. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to not only get the next month's video on a shop review, but also to see my tutorial videos and some of my behind the scenes videos as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.